The Live tab found on the Play page is used to create what are called set lists, and these are great for live gigs. It's a way of managing how samples and multis are loaded. Now, each set list contains several songs. This is the way the kind of organization of this works. And each song can contain one or more multis. So the idea is that you change songs and multis within a set list, either by clicking on them once they're created or by setting up MIDI program change messages. Now, each set list can contain up to 64 songs, and each song can contain up to 16 multis. So let's look at how this works. This is an initialized multi with nothing set up. So I'm going to create a set list and then save it. So the first song in the set list, I'm going to name it here. I'll call it first song. And now in this column, we can call up the associated multis that we want with it. Here are some of my custom multis, and I'll go for some of the factory multis over here, and I'll call up, let's say, 3 of them like that. So now these 3 are associated with this song. Now let's set up another song. I click here, and let me name this one. And I'll call up some new multis for this one. Maybe we only need those 2. And let's do a third song. And we'll set up some multis here. I'll go back into my custom ones. And maybe I'll use just those for this one. All right, so when I click here, we see that the multis update for each song. Now, to assign program change messages, all I need to do is click in this field and type a number. So I'll type, let's say, 12, and then I'll type 11. So that means that MIDI program change 11 will call up that multi, and 12 will call up that one. Let's go here. We can use the same program changes for each song if we want, just to keep it consistent. And maybe here I'll go 10, 11, and 12. So with all that set up, let's save this set list now. I'm going to go under here, and I'm going to go Save As, and I'll call this First Set. So we see it there in the browser now. Now let's create another one. I'm going to just edit these over here. So let's call this second song, or first song, second set. And I'll rename these all similarly. And we can change a couple of the multis just to make it a little bit different. And once we do this, we can resave it, or save it as a new set rather. And let's do Save As. And I'll call this second set. So now I can just double click on each of these sets, and it'll load in all the songs for that set. And with each song, if I double click, you'll see a little progress bar there. It's loading in all the multis for that particular song. So all of the multis are stored in memory, so switching between them becomes really quick. So for example, I'll double click this multi, and boom, it loads almost instantly. And I'm not speeding this up in my video editing software. This is the real time that it takes for it to load in once they're all stored in memory. So that's an overview of Live tab and how it's used to create, save, and recall set lists which contain multiple songs, and each song contains multiple multis that are loaded into memory and are available for very quick recall. See you for more in the next video.